Hey everyone, today I'll be making my steak and potato dinner, so let's get started. I'm using New York strip steaks that I have right here. All I have on here is salt, pepper, and fresh rosemary. That's all you're going to need. I have broccoli, which I'm going to do pretty simply with my peppers and onion because the steak sauce that I'm going to make and the potatoes are going to be super flavorful, so you don't want the flavors to clash. So yeah, so now we're just gonna get into cooking. So I have my onions and peppers going in some butter, salt, and pepper, and that's all that is. I'm gonna cook it off for about 5 minutes. As you can see, my cast iron skillet is screaming hot. I'm gonna add my steak down in here. And I'm gonna cook it for my preference for about 4 minutes per side. I like mine a medium, but cook your steak to your liking. While I'm waiting on my final steak to cook, I have my broccoli ready. All I have in here is salt, pepper, and 1 tablespoon of butter and a little bit of water. You could barely see the water because you don't want too much in there. The minute this starts to boil, your broccoli is cooked. So you don't need to let it continue boiling and boiling and boiling. Once it starts to boil, your broccoli is cooked. And then we're going to toss it with the peppers and onions. Okay, I drained the liquid off, and now I'm just going to pour my seasoned onions and peppers down in here. I told y'all I'm going to keep this one pretty simple. You're just going to mix it up, cut the heat off, and then you're going to cover it and leave it while we work on the sauce. Now I'm going to build the sauce. To my skillet that I had the peppers and onions in, I'm going to add some balsamic vinegar. Remember, all measurements and ingredients will be in my description box. You're also going to go in here with some ketchup, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, get it all down in there, some allspice, some sugar, remember to salt and pepper to taste. You're also going to put some honey. And that's pretty much it. Once this reduces, mix it up really well. Once it reduces, we're going to whisk in some cold butter, and that's the sauce for the steak. This is my sweet potato here. All I did was cut it open. I put a piece of butter down in there, salt and pepper, and I also added some scallions on top. To that, I'm also going to add some walnuts. All over the top. And then I'm just going to drizzle the whole thing with honey. Pop this back in the oven and just let everything melt together. And that's it for the potato. So my sauce got nice and thick. I'm going to cut the stove off. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter at a time. And I'm just going to keep mixing until my butter melt down in here. Make sure your sauce is not boiling because you don't want the sauce to break. So just a hot sauce, and you're just going to keep melting your butter down in here. This is what the steak dinner looks like. My steak is about a medium. And yeah, this is the potato right here. My broccoli and peppers and onions. As you can see, the broccoli is not overcooked. It kept this bright color because of the cooking technique that we used. And yeah, and this is the steak and the sauce on the bottom. Yeah, so I'm about to enjoy my dinner. It's super delicious. If you give it a try, let me know what you think. And remember, all measurements and ingredients will be in my description box. Bye, guys.